friends, this is Kaya. I'm here in La Habra, outside of Veronica's new office of the Excellence team. And I'm just wanted to share a message. Recently, I've gone through some massive breakthroughs and some massive changes. And I want to share with you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So many of us are wanting to create success in our life. We want to create an abundance of life, an abundance of resources, money, love, happiness, friendships, an abundance of everything. And I was speaking today to someone who was actually in a negative state and a negative mood. And it seemed like that negative state, that negative mood was just spiraling negative and more out of control. And I sent a message to that person and I said, gratitude. Gratitude. I also sent this person a video to watch. And what I noticed is sometimes we have challenges and trouble in life. And what it does is it puts us in a negative state, and then that negative state just transfers over to everything. So let's just say if I were to listen to Grant Cardone, a lot of us love Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone recently was with my friend Christian Fuentes and Jeanette Fuentes at the in the city of Pomona, and he said the world is a cruel world. The world is an unfair world. And at first I was like, I don't know if I totally want to agree with that, but it's a mindset. It's a mindset that he says it's a cruel world. You've got to prepare yourself. You've got to get yourself ready to be able to go out there and get what you want, because the world's not going to give you anything. So I understand that. And so if that is indeed true, that in a way, life for many people on this planet is unfair and in a way difficult and challenging, they say that the average American is 2 paychecks away from being homeless. The average American is 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And we live in one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. And yet the average American is 2 paychecks away from being homeless, which means if they didn't get their 2 next checks, they wouldn't be able to pay their bills. So we know that life is not easy. Life for many people is a struggle. So what do I do to put myself in the right mindset, to put myself in a positive state where I'm always ready? I have that fighter mentality, or I have that mentality that I can achieve anything I want to achieve. I've got to prime myself. I've got to get out of the negativity of the world and step into the positivity that's in me. So how do I do that? Well, first thing I do is I get up and I do a little meditation. Now, as far as meditations, there's thousands of meditations out there. So you would pick which meditation you like the best. For me, there's an app called Headspace. And Headspace, it's about $10 or $12 a month. And when you get on Headspace, you can pick your meditation that you like, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You just pick your meditation. And what it does is he talks about in many of the meditations, imagining like the sun is above your head. And the sun is almost like shining a beam of light to the top of your head. And that light, that sun, actually flows from the top of your head down, all the way down through your face, through your chest, melting away all the stress, melting away all the worry, the stress, the anxiety, the fear, the negativity, and all the way down the tips of your toes and all the way back up to the top of your head. So what meditation does, and there's many different things, Headspace, yes, it allows for you to melt away the anxiety and the stress of life and the world and the day. The second thing I do in my priming is there's a video that Tony Robbins has, which he calls the 333. Now, many of you know I'm an N.L.P trainer, neuro-linguistic programming. And I always say, I don't think there's anybody else that's done more for N.L.P in the world than Tony Robbins. We have huge amount of respect for that man. And He was trained by Richard Bandler, who's actually my mentor in N.L.P, who's the founder of N.L.P many years ago. And Tony uses a lot of N.L.P. He uses a few other things as well. We focused on pure precision N.L.P. One of the things that I noticed Tony said recently, he has this 333. What he does is he takes about 15 minutes and he covers the 333. What is the 333? The first thing you do with the 333 is you think of 3 things that you're grateful for. Think of 3 things that you're grateful for. So go back to the past or now and think of 3 things that have happened in your life that you created that you're grateful for. And what he does is he has you take your hand and put your hand on your heart and really feel those 3 memories, those 3 things. Because his theory is that when you're in an attitude of gratitude, nothing else can really occupy your space in your mind. You can't be grateful and be angry at the same time. You can't be grateful and be fearful at the same time. So a lot of what he teaches actually makes sense. So what I do is I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. Usually it's moments with my father. My father worked his butt off. My dad was a petroleum engineer, and we traveled all over Europe when I was a kid. And there were a lot of beautiful memories, and there were a lot of tragic things. My dad was a workaholic. He was always gone. And so as a result of that, there was many things that didn't go right. But that's just my life, right? But there were so many beautiful things. I remember going skiing with my father in Italy in the mountains. I remember being on boats with him, sailing, with no dinghy attached, like had the boat sunk. We were out there in the middle of the ocean. Just crazy things. And I remember these beautiful memories of my dad. So I put my hand on my heart and I feel those things, and I feel the gratitude of those beautiful memories. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing is the 333 is think of 3 memories in your past that you are so grateful for. And then what Tony has us do is, and what I do is now take those memories, those 3 things that you're grateful for, and now project them out. Take 3 minutes to project that love, that happiness, that joy to the people around you. So focusing on, sending that energy out. So I start to think of the people around me. My gosh, I'm realizing I have people around me that are stressed. I have people that I love dearly. They're stressed. There's something going on with their health. There's something going on with family members or money or this or that. So I start to see the people around me healing, thriving, being happy, making money, resolving their conflicts. I start to see the people around me where they will be in 1 or 2 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, having achieved their goal. Now, what's interesting is outside of my whole process, I start to notice that I'm giving them juice that I wasn't giving them before in a different way. So 3 minutes to focus on others, on how you are a ripple effect to help others succeed, help others be better, which may even tie into the law of compensation. When you help others get what they want, you get what you want. So in actuality, there's only really one of us here, guys. There's really only one of us here. There's one thing going on. And I sat down with Michael Beckwith. He says there's only one thing here. There's only one presence here. There's only one thing going on. So when you want to focus on helping others succeed, your unconscious mind doesn't know the difference between them and you. At the end of the day, it's you, it's life, it's one thing. So the third thing Tony does is he focuses on the 3 things to thrive. And I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. He focuses on the 3 things to thrive. Every day you do this meditation, the 333. The third thing you're going to do is focus on 3 things to thrive. What are the 3 things that you can do right now to thrive? Well, what is your goal? What is your goal? And when he was with Oprah Winfrey on a show, and Oprah was talking to him, she asked him, well, what do you mean 3 things to thrive? You mean what your goal is, like 3 things you want to do today? He says, no, it's not what I want to do today. He says, I put it out in the future more than that. It's like the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 9 months. What are the 3 things that I want to do to thrive? What are my 3 goals? So he's actually thinking about his goals every single day. So I've been doing this, and I realized, what are my 3 things? I've got a new project that I'm involved in, and I see it in where it's going to be. I see myself at the top of 1010 Wilshire, which some of you know, downtown LA. I've got 500 people on the rooftop with a swimming pool. There's a fashion show. There's a DJ. There's music. There's 500 guests that are all coming in to become entrepreneurs, to become leaders, to share their gifts with the world, to make more money, to become happier. I see that, right? And the second thing is, I see our new budding relationship with the mayor of Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti. And I see myself and the company, KR Success Coaching, doing coaching for the city of LA at the government level. We're already doing it with the city of Ontario, Paul Leon, Mayor Paul Leon. So finalizing that so that we are seen as the foremost training company for all government agencies in the city, in the state of California, then in the world. As many of you know, we have a conflict resolution program that I'm very passionate about. So I see that, and I see mayors from all other cities. I see mayors from all over the country. I see the United States president one day. You know, I'm seeing it. So what is your 3 things to thrive? What's my next one? My next one is seeing myself at my beach house. I love the ocean. And I said, you know what? This year I'm going to step up my game, and I'm going to get me a pad right on the water. I want a gorgeous, beautiful pad right on the water where, by the way, I do yoga these days. I don't know if you guys do yoga. You should consider doing yoga. I want to be able to have yoga classes, right there on the sand, right there on the water. Then I want to come back in and have a barbecue with all of our coaches. Right now we have 6 coaches that work with us at KR Success Coaching. We've got Jeff Stoffel, we've got Dave Patty, we've got Sean Arnold, we've got Veronica Larea, we have Jeff McGrail, we have myself, and now we have another 12 speaker presenters getting certified this year. So as speaker presenters in N.L.P. So now that's going to be 20 coaches all sharing the platform, changing the world. I see that. I see us having the barbecues on the beach, and I just see, so I'm doing this because as I do it, as I associate into my own goals what means something to me, I want you to feel what I feel, and I want you to do the same thing. I want you to step into your goals. So the third thing that Tony does is he talks about the three to thrive. Visualize 3 things every single day that you're going to do towards goals that you're going to thrive in. So that's what I do there. So now I've done 2 steps. The first step is I did a Headspace meditation. Costs us $10 to $12 a month. 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute meditation. What it does is it's getting rid of, melting away the stress, the anxiety, the bullshit, the stuff that we all worry about. And it gets us, it empties our vehicle. This is my vehicle. It empties up my car, cleans up my vehicle, and gets me ready to take action. It gets me out of my head. It gets me out of my fears, my worries, my concerns. It gets me ready to take action. The second thing I do is I do the Tony's thing, the 3-3-3. 3 minutes, three things that I'm grateful for. Feel them. Number 2, 3 minutes of sharing and seeing my blessings being passed out to blessings to everybody else. And the third thing is three to thrive. Three things that I'm going to focus on to thrive. Now it's interesting because I'm visiting the same goal every day. The same 3 or 4 goals. I visit the same goals every day. But every time I visualize it, it's slightly different. The house gets bigger. The beach gets bigger. First, it was like I was a house like it was, the ones at Newport Beach, they're like $5 million, 2 to 3 for 4, $5 million. They're titchy, and they're all sitting on top of each other. And as I keep doing it, the house gets bigger and more beautiful, and I have more people coming over, transforming their lives. So every time you visualize the same goal, you start to get other aspects of it, other little details, other little nuggets. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger in your mind. And then when you go out in the world and shit happens, and people say stuff, and stuff happens, it just bounces off you. And sometimes who you need to be is you need to be the person for someone else. When someone else is in a negative state, when someone else is angry, you need to be the person in front of them that their crap, their shit just bounces off you. Because when they see that their shit just bounces off you, and they see how it doesn't stop your stride, they see how positive state you're in, you're the teacher. You're the teacher. You're teaching them. You're teaching them how to deal with their own conflicts, right? So by walking this talk, you're helping the other person deal with their own stuff by letting all of their negativity bounce off you and just being there consistently in love to them. So what's the next thing I do? As if you need to do anything else to prime. But I do more. The next thing I do is this. I watch videos. Guys, you could not be luckier to be alive today. You could not possibly be luckier to be alive today. Every great teacher, every great coach, every person you've ever wanted to meet in the world is all on YouTube. Even if you don't even have a penny in your pocket and you can't fly to go meet the Dalai Lama or go meet Tony Robbins or go meet Kaya Revert or go meet whoever you want to meet, they're all on YouTube. You have the most beautiful opportunity to tune into YouTube and watch videos that will feed your soul or read books, right? So what do? I watch specific videos. I look at myself, I say, okay, what am I lacking? Behavior could be lacking something, right? So I'm not really lacking anything, right? I have everything within me. You have everything within you. We're not lacking anything, but my behavior could be lacking something. So I could have everything I need to have inside me, but my behavior is lacking something. My behavior is not doing something. So what have I noticed about 3-4 months ago? I noticed discipline. Discipline, right? I would do things for 2-3 months and then I would kind of stop a little. I would do things for 2-3 months and I would kind of stop a little bit. My dedication and my discipline. So there was a time when I thought I knew everything. There was a time, oh, I'm the N.L.P trainer. I know everything. And life has an interesting way of teaching us that we don't know everything. And so what I've done, having got to what I felt was the epitome of knowledge, is I've gone back to school. I've decided, Kaya Redford, Mr. Master N.L.P coach, transformation artist, is going to go back to school. I'm going to start studying more greats and what they do to make them successful. And so what you do is you go on YouTube and type up a word, type up discipline, type up accountability, type up whatever, and get those 2 to 3 minute motivational videos with music, with the images. There's one called Tiesto. Actually, this isn't a message. This is a video by Tiesto, 10 Seconds to Sunrise. 10 Seconds to Sunrise. And what that is it's a song that's 7.5 minutes long by Tiesto. and it's a video of life, nature, the city, the wilderness, the ocean, the whales, the dolphins, the fish. It shows the velocity of life. I'm listening to the song and I'm feeling goosebumps in my body. But as I'm listening to it, I'm also seeing the image of this world, this planet. I'm grounded in that the velocity. It shows the Golden Gate Bridge and how fast traffic is just going bam, 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 bam across the bridge. And when I'm watching this music video, which I'm doing for priming, it's giving me a breakthrough. And the breakthrough I'm getting is Kaya, speed up. Kaya, speed up. Grant Cardone also said, if you're not vibrating at a frequency that makes people go, oh my God, how does he do all that? He says, you're not going to make it. Grant Cardone just said recently, if you're not vibrating at a frequency where other people looking at you are going, oh my God, how does he do it? He says, you're not going to make it. We've got to speed up, right? Yes, slow down and meditate and take a day off and all that stuff, but we've got to speed up. In your business, what are we waiting on? Got to speed up, right? If you're prospecting, got to speed up, got to go. Got to go at a faster speed, faster pace, because the world is going so freaking fast. If you're not vibrating at that frequency that you need to be, which is the flow of the universe, and if you're moving too slow, then you're not going to make it. So I'm asking myself, is this the day that I should sit back and not prospect? Is this the day that I should take it easy and chill out? How many days in a row do you want or need to have to do that? Right? If you're working 6 days, take a 7th day off. But if you already took a day off, there's no second day off or no third day off. You got to get in there and you got to grind. So when I watch that music video, my cells are vibrating. I feel the energy. I see the velocity of the universe and the speed, and then it shows nature, it shows the world, it shows the oceans, and it shows the water and the rivers and the waterfalls and all this stuff. And I start to see myself as the water. I start to see myself as a force of freaking nature. I am a force of freaking nature. Say this to yourself. You are a force of freaking nature. You are a force of freaking nature. Feel that. And then once you finish priming at that point, you realize that when is now the time? When is now the time? When is now the time to get on the phone, to get on the street, to knock on those doors, for you to create the life that you deserve to have, for you to be everything you want to be? When is now the time for you to have everything you deserve to have? When is now the time for you to do everything you have the capability of doing? And you can't do that without daily priming. Going back to the first topic, you cannot do this without daily priming, right? Because what happens in a garden when you don't pick up the weeds, when you don't sow the seeds, what happens? The weeds flourish. If you do nothing to prime your mind on a daily basis, expect shit. Expect negativity. Expect other people's negative energy to rub off on you because you have no way to bounce it off. You have no defensive mechanism to remove it. You expect to not be a teacher. If you can't prime yourself and get yourself ready, when someone else's negativity comes to you, you're not able to teach them how to get over it because their negativity is affecting you. And as long as their negativity is affecting you, you can't help them get over their negativity. How do you do this? You've got to prime. Every day, prime yourself. Wake up in the morning. Number one, do meditation. There's thousands of things. One is called transcendental meditation. That's the next one I'm going to take a look at. I haven't done it, but a lot of people talk about it. Number two, Tony's 333. 3 minutes of gratitude. 3 things you're grateful for. Put your hand on your heart. Really feel it. The step 2 of that 333 is see that you are the ripple effect of sending that positive energy to other people. See other people succeed. And yes, it's great if they succeed that you succeed too. And the third thing is the 3 to thrive. What are the 3 things to thrive? And actually what Tony does is he uses a little bit of NLP with that. What he does is when he thinks of the 3 things to thrive, he actually puts himself out in the future to that future event down in his body. So floating out to the future, 10-10 Wilshire, yes, 500 people. I want to have a huge party, 10-10 Wilshire, with entrepreneurs in the next 90 days, fly from all over the world. I see myself there. So what Tony says is, see yourself there, act as if, obviously, and feel the gratitude for it having been successfully completed already. So don't envision what you don't want. And if there's a voice in your head that goes, well, that's not realistic, that's not gonna happen, or what if this, what if that? Well, you're human. By being human, negative thoughts are gonna come up even when you're visualizing. What I do as negative thoughts come up as you're visualizing, or your voice fires off and the AD, the auditory digital negative chatter comes up, just bless it, it's okay, minimize it and put it away and get back to focus, all right? So that's the second of the 3 steps. And then finally, it's the priming. Get on YouTube, start watching videos, start reading books, feed your mind every single day. And right after your priming, when you watch those videos, get right into action. Get right into action. Right after you've primed yourself, you've prepared yourself for war. You've got a lot of rejection, a lot of no's coming at you, right? A lot of people saying, I'm not interested. A lot of people, you feel judged or not accepted or whatever the fear is, right? So it's a war, but the war is not out there. The war is in here. So the priming gets you ready, and then what you got to do is you got to step right into action. All of this has to happen because you have to have a why. So what is your why? Why are we here? Did we come to this world to survive? Or did we come to this world to thrive? 95% of the planet is in one form of space of survival, right? We didn't come here to struggle. We came here to thrive. And so if you want to thrive, you've got to do something to prime yourself on a daily basis. I know this video has been beneficial to you. I'm assuming that. And if you have any questions, post any questions. If you want to inbox me. And we have our trainings constantly. We have our next Success N.L.P. Sales and Leadership Mastery training. We have New American Funding there. We have Excellence Real Estate there. We've got C21. We always have Remax Top Producers. We have Keller Williams. We've got everybody there. You can learn about that. We have a 2-day training. Come to our academy, meet our coaches. And I'm excited to see you all. And I love you. Let's kick ass. 2017. Share this video. Let's share this with your team, because your team needs to know success does not come without preparation. Success comes with setting the stage. Setting the stage means setting the stage. How do you set the stage in your mind? You set the stage by priming, getting yourself ready. If you don't do it, weeds are going to grow in your mind, negativity is going to grow in your mind, and when negativity is in your mind, people do not take action. But when you make a decision to prime, you get yourself ready, you set the stage. Your behavior is a reflection of your mindset. So all of a sudden, your behavior becomes aggressive, contagious, proactive. All right, so website www.krsuccess.com. Our website is www.krsuccess.com. And if you have any questions, inbox me on Facebook. If you want to reach us, you can reach us toll free. Toll-free number is 1-844-PURE-NLP. 1-844-PURE-NLP. And remember, excellence, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is the study of human excellence. When is now the time? See you soon, my friends.